Hey guys, Matt from Just Wrench It here, and today we are going to do a quick review of the Olsa Tools Electrician's or Tool Organizer Backpack. Now, I did receive this product for free. They were kind enough to go ahead and send me one out. It's pretty impressive. For the price you pay for this, I believe you can get it on Amazon for about $130. I think on their website it's a little less. And if you're lucky and check out some of the YouTubers and different people shop around, you can find some discount codes, usually for about 10% off. So you get a little bit off of that $115 or whatever it is on their website. So without further ado, let's get into this. Now, I know that this thing is made from a really good nylon. It's listed as a ballistic nylon weave, so it's got some really good fibers in here. The stuff is not going to wear through easily, so it's tough in that regard. Even when there's nothing in the bag, which this one is fully loaded with 46 pounds of stuff. I will put a little video here. I actually did put it on a scale to check because this is probably about as full and as heavy as I would want to carry this thing. And 46 pounds is a lot. It's rated for up to 55. I can't really see anybody putting 55 pounds in it. I'm sure you could. But it does start to get a little uncomfortable as far as picking it up, putting it on. But once it's on, it's comfortable, and I walked around the junkyard with this thing, just like you see here, without any problems. So, first and foremost, we have a couple pockets on the front. These are Velcro, which a lot of people might say isn't the best. In here I have some gloves, Harbor Freight tape measure. Who was it? Autobahn Dan did a review of this, and he said he didn't think these grabbed on very well, the Velcro here, but I want to say in his video he was doing that and the bag was empty, so the pocket was, it's built to stand out, right? So if you're trying to close this, it's not tough enough to really provide that resistance to get a good grab. But if you have something in here, right, to kind of help hold it, it's nice and tight. So in that regard, I think the Velcro does do a good enough job as long as there's something in that pouch. And here, over here, we have a similar pouch. In here, I just have some U-joints and stuff. I went to my buddy's house. We were doing some spark plugs on his 4.6 liter S10. So that was a fun job. I loaded this thing up accordingly. In the front here, we have this like flap style pouch with a clip that's adjustable, so you can overload it. Like I here have a brand new pair of thermal insulated mechanics gloves. They got some rubber on them. I picked these up at a store around me, like a discount store. I don't know about all the designs on them, but they're going to keep my hands warm if I'm working in the winter. Full set of knee pads. I think these are the Harbor Freight cheapies. And it's a very big pouch. It doesn't stand out that far, but like if you wanted to roll up an electrical extension cord or something like that, some kind of hose or something, it would be able to fit in here, and you would be able to adjust this strap to fit accordingly. So in that regard, it's very useful. The front is molded plastic. There's like a molded plastic piece in there. If I pinch it down, you can see. So that's going to stay nice and straight for you, and everything's going to be good there. Now, if you look down towards the bottom, we have this very thick, heavy plastic with a diamond pattern into it. And on the bottom, if you could look down there, which it's backwards, it's actually got the Olsa Tools logo embossed on it. It's about 2.5 inches deep, so if you're at the junkyard or you're working on something and it's a little wet or it had rained the day before, you don't have to worry about throwing this thing in a puddle. You don't have to worry about setting it down in gravel. This thing is solid. It goes the whole length and bottom of the backpack, so it's not going to wear through. So that is a great feature right there. Now on the top, if you see here, there are two nylon handles, and they do have a section in here where it's folded over and there's some kind of, I don't know, rubber foam cording in there to kind of give that a rounded feel, and that does help a lot. I would have liked to see like a little plastic outer molding, but it does fit good in the hands. Even with it weighed down as much as it is now, it's still comfortable to carry short distances like that. So still very useful. You can see there's another nylon here with the logo across the top, and that's where they're stitched into a cross square stitch through the nylon, so they're going to hold up really well. Now on the back, if I can turn this thing around, we have two straps in a similar fashion. This is about a 3" by 1" with extra heavy stitching on the straps themselves. The straps have a non-slip and padded form, as well as the back of the backpack. Most of the area that's going to cause contact with your shoulders have padding and ventilation built into them, so you're not going to sweat to death, and it should be, you know, moderately comfortable considering you're probably carrying a heavy backpack. So as we zip open the main pocket, we are going to see what's inside. Now I already emptied out the pockets. This is everything I've loaded this thing up with. I have two blow molded cases. One is my Stanley go-to socket set. That's got some wrenches and all the other usual stuff you would see. And here is today's giveaway. We have a Stanley 123 piece. This is the universal kind of spline looking socket set. I've never used these. I don't know if they're any good, but somebody's going to find out. So comment down below, and here shortly, within a day or so, I will pick a winner and we will send this out to you. So Stanley 123 piece 3/8 and 1/4" socket set, couple of extensions, lots of deep wells, which is surprising. It's a pretty good set for what I paid for it. I got this for a steal at a bargain store, so somebody will get that. That's the giveaway for today. Also in here I have our Harbor Freight standard wrench set, the 32 piece with the regular and the stubbies. That comes in handy when you're at the junkyard. So we got all that. In the bottom here, I've loaded this thing out. This thing may fall over because it's losing all of its base weight. I've got some of my ratchets, some more ratchets, Allens, Torx, flashlight, my mini snap-on channel locks I got from Tools and Trash, needle nose, big bad adjustable, regular size adjustable. I have a bunch of extensions in here from where me and my buddy were doing that work on his S10. We needed a lot, so I grabbed most of what I had and took those down. Here are my thin style antique pliers. Those are really good. Here's my antique Craftsman wire cutters are stuffed in here. I don't think I have much else. Spark plug socket. Okay, so now that the bag is empty, we can get a better look. Now, if you see the back here, there's a laptop sleeve, and this is padded a little bit, but it's going to be on the back side, right? This is the front side, the back side of the backpack with the pocket. So it's going to fit in there pretty well. I don't have my laptop out here, but it's a 15-inch, and it fit in there just fine. It is a little tough, I will say, to get in because this side mold here is got that same thing as the front where there's like a heavy plastic in there to help keep it shape. So you do kind of have to angle it in, maybe push this down a bit and get it stuffed in there, but it does fit pretty well. In the back side here, we have 3 very long, deep pockets. The middle one has a little more space for like your multimeter or whatever you might even be able to fit like a small scan tool in there. But you have some pockets there to work with. Now, on to the back side. Now this, I'm going to do my best. You guys will see there are a bunch of these red line pockets here along the back. They're pretty big. You can fit a couple of ratchets. Ooh, I forgot something. Ah, my mini adjustable. You can fit some other stuff in here. You have a few more deep pockets here, 3 of them. You have some pen or precision screwdriver pockets here. And over here you have some of this, it's like the nylon that they've just kind of like stitched in. So you have some more storage there. Now the bottom, they're not leaving you with just that plastic on the bottom. I've seen other backpacks do that where the backpack's literally sewn to the bottom and then the bottom of your backpack is just that hard plastic. They actually put the ballistic fiber weave along the bottom. So not only does it have the plastic, but it has that. This backpack is water resistant. You can tell if you look at the nylon, this part here is double-sided, but if you look here, it's got this nice thick plastic on the back, and that's through every surface of the backpack that I could look through and find. So even the inside pouches, which are already double protected, right? But it's got it everywhere. So it's going to be water resistant. It's going to be really good for you. And I've loaded this thing down, obviously. 2 blow molded cases, knee pads, measuring tape, a couple sets of gloves, a full wrench set, multiple ratchets, adjustables, wire cutters. I mean, I didn't put a meter in here because I didn't need it. But this thing can literally hold everything you should need to do like a basic job. You're running to your buddy's house, you're running down to the junkyard, you're you know, going over to a friend's house to maybe just troubleshoot and hope you can get through some funky thing that their car's doing that they want you to look at. You can load this thing up with a good amount of tools that you think you're going to need, and it's going to serve you very well. It's going to be easy to carry, and it's going to hold up over time. Whether you're on the job site, you're at work, if you need to transport a set of tools, that old 5-gallon bucket stuff is dead. This is the new revolution, are these backpacks. Now, I've looked at the Vito Pro packs and some other backpacks, and I will have another video coming up shortly after this one for you guys on other backpacks. But for the money and for the build quality and the value, you cannot beat this. This has to be one of the most underrated backpacks out there. I mean, I've seen some others that are charging a similar price that are nowhere near the size of this thing. I mean, look at this. This is a full socket set. I will open it up. It's my old beat up one and stuff's falling out of it. But you can see here, don't lose the 10 millimeter. 10 millimeter tried to jump out. Figures. So that's the socket set when it's open, right? It's a pretty hefty socket set with wrenches. Look at that. Comes maybe 2/3 of the way up the backpack. This thing is huge. You can't get a backpack of this size and quality for the price. This is your go-to. Olsa Tools is doing a great job of innovating, trying different things, and coming out with products that kind of break a lot of the norms. A lot of companies anymore are just putting out the same stuff, and we've seen that time and time again. This is a rebranded version of that. This is a rebranded version of that. With a lot of their stuff, I'm hard pressed to say that it's rebranded anything. I haven't seen any other backpacks, and I did try to find one to see if this was somehow rebranded. It's not. This is made for Olsa Tools. They more than likely designed it or worked with the company that builds it to design it. And I can't find another one like this. So, I mean, guys, if you're going to buy a backpack or you're in the shop for, or you're in the market for one, this is going to be a great thing for you to buy. And I fully support Olsa Tools. They're a great company. I've had a lot of good correspondence with them back and forth. And they really do genuinely care about their products, their reputation, and they're working really hard to make sure that they're not just flooding the market with whatever they can put out. They check, they do their research, they make sure what they're putting out is a quality product that they can be proud of, and I am very proud of this backpack. Now, I did tell you guys that if I was going to be given stuff like this, I would give it away. And I did say that, and I do mean that. In the future, if I get a tool to review, and more than likely I'm not going to need it, I'm going to give it away at the end of the video. This one is too useful and too nice in my opinion. I'm not going to give this away, but rest assured I've bought some other stuff. I mean, the Stanley set, yeah, for this video, that's the giveaway. But I have some other stuff, not similar to this, but along the same lines, that we'll be giving away in a subsequent video. So watch out for that. But guys, Olsa Tools Backpack, for the money, you cannot beat it. I promise you, once you pull this thing out, I think it's got a shipping weight of 6 pounds. I mean, this thing is not light, even by itself. That bottom is heavy, and a lot of these other companies just put like pads on the bottom of their backpacks for the guard on the bottom. No, this thing's tough, thick, it's gonna last you. So, guys, if you want to check out Olsa Tools, you can find this backpack on Amazon. You can find it at their website, olsatools.com. And that's all I got for the video, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you later.